welcome. And I want to listen to the song in the background, because I just handpick these songs and them, because these songs and them, these calypsos have a message, they send a message, and I want you to listen to it. No, Paul saying I couldn't get to watch it today. I was at work and things aren't so right, so I can't afford to put a plan on my phone and pay for my internet at home. I had to choose one. Poverty is hell. And in this country, there is no middle class anymore. There is either you're dirt poor or you're filthy rich. 10, 10, 10. And a piece for a girl. Only remember the song? If only remember that song, tell me who sing it. I'm waiting for the live to build a little bit and then I will share it on my end. Mr. Barefoot, thank you. Mighty Shadow. Buena Boss. Mr. Smooth, thank you. Comes, thank you. Yes. The Mighty Shadow, boy, that man was a seer man. He's a visionary. Yes, Neil Shadow. Yes, same thing going on in Trinidad and Tobago right now. There's the same thing going on in Trinidad and Tobago right now. I'm waiting for the life to build up a little bit tonight. I'm waiting for the life to build up a little bit. And you know, last night, they were sabotage the live, you know. Yes, man, all them songs is for now. Everything he sang, yes, what's his name again? Cams. Everything they sang in those, they sing in that, he sang in that calypso. Everything coming to pass. I'm waiting for the live to build up. Only tap the screen, share some love my way, and share the live. And I want to hear all your honest opinion tonight, please. This is not about feeling ashamed, because everybody going through problems right now, pressure in some way. So now is not a time to feel shame. This is what I am here for. This is what the Workers' Rights 868 platform on YouTube and on TikTok is here for. Right? It's for you to come up and let your voice be heard. We are here to give you all a voice. Yeah, I don't know something, and I was live barefoot all night. We went for 2 hours. Plenty of people was trying to come up and find the live and sabotage, but you see the thing is, they could only try. The people know what they're facing, and it's everybody under the gun. Everybody feeling the pain. The working class people are all feeling it. Mr. Paul Singh, I'll bring you up just now, right? Tonight I'll bring you up because I say I suffered you last night, right? And that was really unfair to you, right, lovey? But I will bring you up. I just have some questions to ask first, and then I will bring you up. So hold on, Mr. Paul Singh. But Grandy people are looking out for my Grandy people, because all are we in Sandy Grandy feeling it as well, So let me share the live on my end, and then we will start. Milk open, good for nothing. You know what? Right. Pleasant good night again, guys. Let me don't forget to go on the YouTube, Papa. Because we have people watching on YouTube as well. Let me say good night to my YouTube followers. I'm going to type it in. Hold on. Pleasant good night, everybody, on YouTube. And a pleasant good night to Mr. Renison Jeffrey. Pleasant good night, guys. A pleasant good night to you as well. Oh, right. So, let's engage a bit. And I would like to hear all your thoughts. We are here to ask questions and get answers, because you notice we're going wrong in circles, rambling, this one talking, that one talking, and we get no answers, you know. None of the government ministers is engaging with the publics to tell us what's going on, or at least to bring some aid to the people that is on the breadline, if you all notice that, right? So my question tonight is, how can we get the government to pay attention to we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? How can we? How can we get the government that we all, you and I, help put in power? How can we get them to pay attention to us? How can we get them to listen to the voices in the ghetto? Because let me tell you something. After listening to Jason De Silva, after listening to Mr. Jason De Silva last night and what he was saying, and you know, poor thing, Jason would have said he tried to come on from the beginning of the show and they keep bumping him off. The same problem with Ms. Sharon Felix, the same problem with Kitty. At the same time, while Kitty was on, she was bumped off. You understand? And you can clearly see that they have a problem. Yeah, they have a problem with us talking out. They have a problem with us coming here and asking questions and looking for answers. The UNC government have a problem. Right? It's as if you had to take that pressure and say nothing. But when you get cut, or you bounce it too, or you fall down, it just feel the pain and it just ball, ow. Well, okay, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago balling out. The working class people balling out. The unemployed balling, oh God, they balling more than us. And everybody in a nutshell balling, and yet still, They're not addressing us. They're just moving along with their normal daily lives as if nothing ever happened. More and more, yeah, they're trying to silence the people. But the main question is this, Trinidad and Tobago. What are your thoughts? Are you satisfied with the way the UNC government is running our country? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. And I'm going to allow 6 people tonight to come up. I want to know your thoughts, how you feel, how does it affect you? And this is not about feeling shame, Trinidad and Tobago. We all are Trinbagonians. We all are Trinbagonians. Every creed and race going under some sort of financial difficulty right now where they can't send their children to school, they can't pay their bills, they can't pay their rent, they can't put food on the table. Who would have gotten how much ticket, and they don't know where they're going and how they're going and pay that ticket, because even if they sell a vehicles or vehicle, it is not enough to clear the ticket bill, right? And mind you, the same government that we had put in power said to us on national television that we cannot tax our country into prosperity. It is like a man standing in a bucket trying to lift himself up. And what they turn around and do. So let me know. All right, so check it out. Said, how can we? No jobs, no living, no money. Yeah. No jobs, no living, no money. And it's hard. It is really, really hard. And when you come out to voice your opinion, they want to stop you. So then, sufferation, you should be comfortable suffering. Right? You and I should be comfortable suffering. Oh, I shouldn't tell the word suffering. Let me rephrase that, because Mr. Producer always tell me, try and refrain from that word. All right, so we should be comfortable not being able to take care of our family in the correct way and pay our bills, right? We must not be comfortable doing that. Hi, pleasant good night. Nelta Grass, pleasant good night. Sadiq, pleasant good night. Sharon Francis, blessed night. Love you. Right? Let me tell you something, eh? Message me in the comments. Let me know if all is satisfied, if all are comfortable with how the country running at the moment. If many of you were here last night to hear what Jason had to say, and let me tell you something. Yeah, there's no when a person is fabricating from when they are not fabricating. And you actually heard the hurt and the pain coming out from Jason last night. That I believe if he had a little more airtime on the platform with us last night, a lot more would have been said. That is why they try so hard. So imagine if myself, Jason, Kitty, and others come together, a dynamic duo, and air our program just as where we are airing it now on the Workers' Rights platform on YouTube and on TikTok. The UNC might feel sick because we speak the language of the people, we understand the language of the people, we feel the pain because we're from grassroots, we're from the ghetto, as let us call it. Them on top, we give them the privilege, we usher them, the UNC government, into good life. So what we feeling down here, them are feeling that. Them watching it as we just complaining and we greedy and we like handouts. We want the government to mind we. You ever hear anybody come up on national television or YouTube or on TikTok and ask the government for handouts? Or beg the government to mind them? You ever hear any one of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago do that? But you see, when they lobbying to get in power, they're telling you all kind of sweet words. And the minute they get in power, the minute we give them the taste of power and money to handle the affairs of our country, to make decisions on behalf of us, Hannah, they just forget you. They just watch you on the road like if you are a dog, you know. Because you can't tell me, after hearing what Jason De Silva said last night, Jason X, After what that young man would have came up here on this platform and said last night, I wonder how come nobody ain't calling him. And listen to me, nobody ain't supposed to be, all of them supposed to be calling nobody. We put all of there, all they supposed to put things in place for us. Especially the people who always send home. Especially the ones always send home. But yet still, all they want to charge the people if they can't afford to send their children to school. Well then, real parents go make jail. So then all they go have to widen the jail. That is wickedness on a highest level. Let me tell you something today I sat down, eh? Now don't forget the questions I asked, eh? Are you satisfied, Trinidad and Tobago, with the way this government is running our country? I want to hear all in the comments section, and I will bring up between about 6 people. And I will give all the opportunity. And hear what? I want UNC people to come up here too. So I want the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want the UNC people, non-UNC people, and I want PNM people, non-UNC people. I want everybody to come up and voice your opinion, because all are we under the gun, eh? So I want to hear all your, because I am not satisfied. I am not satisfied. Because when I had to face that grocery and face that market and travel from where I'm living to Port of Spain every single day, it is very hard. And sometimes I will engage in conversation with the maxi drivers and them. I say, well, brother, what's you seeing, boy? How the work flow? And I've been doing that since about 3 weeks now. I try my best to go sit in the front because all of them know me because I've been traveling since at the age of 24 from Grandi to Port of Spain. So all the maxi drivers know me, right? And I would ask them, and is everybody singing one song? People are not traveling the way they used to. People holding on to the little money because they don't know. Right now, a dollar really has no value, but at the end of the day, every little cent, people holding on to, you know. The economy is going downhill, and yet still we have ministers jumping out their whole self in Tobago on retreat, spending how much billion of dollars. And when the mark boss, they jump out to come and correct or do damage control to say how much money was spent. But why that money couldn't spend on the poor people? All they send home people and all they give them little hampers like in all little school children. Well, make more hamper and give them now because the hamper all they give them since Christmas, last year Christmas, it done. Make some hampers now and get them. If that's what we would. If that's what they would, get them. And another question I want to ask. Sweetie, I wouldn't put my number up here, right? What you can do, you can join me, Sharon Francis, you can join me on TikTok, right? And I could bring you up in the box, right? So you could look for the Warrior Princess on TikTok and send me an invite and you could follow the program. And then if you let me know, put your name and I will bring you up in the box. So you can call in and ask questions. Right? Sorry about that. My producer just gave me a little blind these days. So I can't push it. Otherwise, I would have joined from his platform and where the lines would have been open, right? So if you need to speak to me, if you want to voice your opinion, because tonight is voicing your opinion. Right? Tonight, this show is about coming up here and voicing your opinion respectably, without violence, without cursing. You understand me? And we're going forward. I want to ask all you tonight, in everybody here in your constituency, when last you see your MP, the person that came to your home, shook your hand, kiss your snotty nose grandchild or baby, pat the dog on the head, and promise you a life of joy and happiness. That promise you a life of prosperity and success. Where is those ministers? When last all they see them? When last all they was privileged enough to walk into your MP office and say, well, Mr. MP, this is what's going on. When last? Message me in the comments now. Oh, sorry. I kind of... Oh, okay. Right, check it out. Yes, people have rent to pay. People have things to do. Angela said, stay home. Keep your children home for at least 3 days to start. Let everyone loose. And you see, that is something. But you see, Trinidadians, as Trinidadians, we don't have belly, boy. We don't have belly. We don't have to go out there and make no hastikara, you know. It's we who put them there. And to be honest, watch me, the amount of people that have in Trinidad and Tobago, it don't have enough police to lock up all of we. It don't have enough jail cell to put all of we in. And we don't have to reach to that. With violence, we don't. I am not a violent person. I don't like violence. You wouldn't believe it. I am a warrior princess, to be honest. But you know I don't like violence. I like to come out and talk for my rights because nobody ain't coming to bully me because me ain't bullying nobody. I want to be able to say here what's going on. When you're wrong, to tell you you're wrong. And I stand accused. If I am wrong, you could correct me, no. You could correct me. I'm not too big to say I'm sorry. I'm not too big to listen. But the way this government going is here we're going. Take there, ever had the column. So take that and cool it. Look at that. And they even helping their own people. Yeah, they ain't helping their own people. Well, the Fox, the UNCs who we have in power now, we give them the chance. The PNM is in opposition, right? So if we elect this government and put them in power, they are the ones supposed to put things in place for us. You don't think so? If you don't have a job, because they're the ones say they was going to create how much thousands of jobs for the people, right? When they're supposed to like create the jobs first or probably put things in place. Even if people go on for a little month or 2 or a little 3 months, at least it ain't gonna be so bad, right? But instead of all they do that, all they send people home on the breadline with nothing to go by. They had to scrunt and suffer, and people, a lot of beggars, people begging. You understand? They don't want to, but how could they live? How they feed in their family? Instead of they put things in place for the people, they send them home. And then they give them this little ratchy jobs, what Jason talk about, where you had to work for 3 months. 3 months before you could collect a salary. Will you ever hear that in your life? And they drop you out on the highway with no tools. Will you ever hear that in life? So, I find what that question you just asked there. Yeah, Angela Joseph. Yes, people need, Angela Joseph said, yes, people need their job and money. But what sense it is when it has no value anymore? And the money really ain't have no value, you know. Angela, when last you went to the grocery, girl? I just go in the grocery now with my little calculator. And why is I picking off thing off the shelf? I calculating. Because sometimes I go to the cashier, and when I watch the kind of thing I pick up, it pass, you know, the bill. I had a pull back thing, and to me that real embarrassing to me. So I just walk with my little calculator and check my thing. But you know, sometimes you're going to go through this week, and something go up the next week. Something you would have paid like $15 for, that going up to $20, and things in the grocery raising by $5, and think it ain't no long time. I think might raise like about $1, $1.50, $2. Hello, it's spiraling, jump starting from $5 and up. So just now, look at bread is $20. Now I don't buy pala bread again, you know. No, I just make my bread. When I come home, before I come on here, I make 3 lovely coconut bake to eat with some cheese and butter to melt. You understand? Because when you eat them pala bread, it casts a stain and it mushy. It don't taste good anymore. You have to toast it. You understand? Look at the price of a sack of flour, a pack of rice, a pack of milk, everything going up. And people not working. Even if you make a little hustle, and you say, all right, I could buy a little $500 in grocery, and it go last with me, I'm a children, a little 3-4 days. Huh? How much is that 500? How much? Tell me, how much? All you feel like $500 worth about now. How much grocery you think you can get out of $500? Yes, Mr. Barefoot. Yeah, I would really like to hear from the people who still supporting the UNC government and seeing all what is taking place. Somehow they could come in. I inviting all to come in tonight. Yeah, I inviting all to come in tonight. Good question, Mr. Barefoot. Yeah, good question. I inviting some of the UNC supporters, the UNC diehards, to come up and let me know that if you are satisfied and why you are satisfied. Because if you satisfied because you getting thing, you win. And the rest of Trinidad and Tobago loss is only like it's only win pain the rest of us get, and you probably win. But so that ain't nothing come up. I'm opening the door. And yes, they're playing in we faces too, Maria. Yeah, they won't stop until we show them we mean business. But at the end of the day, we can't, you see where this, these people are so smart. The UNC is so smart. Look, you see how much SOE these people take out. And mind you, I want to believe they're hitting with SOE going down the line from now until after that 4 years. And because you know why? They are afraid of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. You feel this government and no, they're doing us a bit unjust. Eh? You feel this government and no, they're doing us some unjust. You feel this government and no, what the citizens of Trinidad, some of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago going through, the ones that they send home on the breadline, they damn well know, but they really just don't care. So let me answer to some of the comments on YouTube. All right, so Sharon Francis would have said, the MP for San Juan never see him in my area. We are abandoned. Yeah. So it is like people say people put them there. So it is the same way people can't take them back out. The people are afraid. So all I can say is it's sad. All right, yeah, it's sad. It's really sad, to know, well, you trust our government, you put them in power, you show them love, and with the same breath, they turn around and pull the ladder from under you, And it's real sad, it's frustrating, boy, it's real frustrating. Yes, and things will get violent, yes, if things continue like that. And you know what will be the sad part? All of them had a bodyguard. All of them living in proper, secured areas. Nobody ain't coming to rob them, It's the people like me and you, the normal law-abiding citizen, walking with a little handbag, probably with a little gold chain on, and with little jewelry. They're coming to stick a knife in your waist or a gun and tell you don't move past what you have on you. Yeah, that's what going to happen. And it go happen under the same SOE they insist on having. And that is the famous crime plan. That is the best crime plan the government could come up with. SOE in all your ways. And murders taking place left, right, and center. Well, they want this also bill to silence us. I know that. But by the time they don't get this also bill, and long before if they should get it, hear what? They might silence it, they might take away our voice, yes. But you see the damages that has been done to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. You see all the promises that they promised us before the election, and they never even keep not one. People will never forget it. A one like me, I am going to remind my children, my grandchildren, children. I will make a plaque and laminate it and put it on the wall in my living room. If I have to embed it, thing it in the wall so it could remain there to remind my family, my generation to come. You see this UNC government, be very aware of them. Be very aware of them. I am so disappointed. I never thought I would have had to use the same tongue in my mouth, this red rag that I use to help them get in power, to turn around and use it back on them. And a hole in my tongue, a hole in my tongue. You know why a hole in my tongue? One, it have little children that's be on here. Two, I ain't ready yet. There will come a time. He who fights and run away lives to see another day. I don't like deceitful people. I don't like lying people. I don't like backbiting people. I don't like victimizing people. I don't like people who come with two faces. You see, when a person show all your love and togetherness, and all you see what they turn around and do to the people, and all you even care, while people going under pressure, all your inexpensive retreat, having a fun time, liking all yourself, and people not having. That I have a problem with. Because it ain't easy. It ain't easy, Trinidad and Tobago, for you not to have food in your house. To even self, you as an adult could stay hungry and eat a little piece of bacon and drink water. Nothing wrong with that. But you see, when you have little ones line up and nothing to eat, that has been so hard. Only listen to Jason last night when Jason said, why is he standing by the road? You see the children come, all of them have a pack of ramen, all of them go and throw that in a pot and boil that and eat that. The neighbor next door, she was real alrightish. You could have still go by she and beg she for something she ain't have. And in some instances, the children and them eye glassy, one throwing up, vomiting green. Yeah, I talking to my mother, I talking to Mark's last night and this morning, and tears rolling out of Mark's eye, tears rolling out of my eye. I think, but what kind of madness is this? I feel like I wanted to go mad, and it have people yet, still it have people here, UNC fanatics, die hard UNC, all you're hearing that, and in some instances, all you're seeing that, and all you're laughing, because you know why? All you're eating are food. You understand? All you get through. When UNC win, all you win. And we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, the rest of we lose. So they climb the back of the citizens. And it's not just Africans go under pressure, you know, it's East Indian too, because them and all coming out and complaining. So it's all of we. So it cannot more race here. Put aside the race. If they have nothing like race here, anybody come here with any racing tonight, I am going to curse you. This is the first time I'll go here, Warrior Princess, get on like some of them other bloggers who I want to call the name. Don't come here with that bullshit. Because I am my brother's keeper. So don't come here to tell me, and this famous line, oh Lord, if you know how I hate, watch me, I feel if I have a man and my man tell me, hold on for a little piece of shit, I might leave he. Hold on, and I need things. No, brother. No, brother. I pre-axing, so that when I get it, I know, well, all right, yeah. But don't come and tell me, hold on. You could hold on to a gas bill. You could hold on when you have your light bills to pay, or your water bill, or your internet bill, or your children to send to school. You could tell your family, hold on. That had to be wickedness. That had to be wickedness. Mr. Portfield, pleasant good night. Let me hear your contribution, love. And remember the question that I would have asked, right? What are your thoughts? And are you satisfied with the way the UNC government is running this country? Yes or no? And why aren't you satisfied? Oh, yes, if you're satisfied, tell me why you're satisfied. If you get a car, if you get a house, let me hear you. Mr. Paulson? Hello? All right, like Paul, like he doing something. Barefoot and Trinity. Hi, Trinity. Mr. Paul Singh? All right, so Paul Singh must be busy. Mr. Barefoot, let me hear your contribution. Are you satisfied with the way the UNC government is running this country at present?
Let me put a caveat
Hello?
first.
Say
Are you
again?
hearing me? Are you hearing me?
I'm now hearing you.
Okay. Let me just put a caveat. I am out in the country, so you may hear frogs and so on in my background. Sorry about the ambient music. Um, I think
I live in the country too.
I think I've made it abundantly clear already several times. But I do not support. I'm not satisfied. I'm dissatisfied. I am seriously dissatisfied with how the government has been managing our affairs. And one of the things that has me somewhat perturbed is that okay, so I was never a supporter of the UNC and its partnership, but there were many persons like yourself and Kitty and others who supported them wholeheartedly because they promised a particular thing. And it is really challenging for me to understand how can they look at persons like yourselves and not try to even honor parts of the promises that they would have made to you and at least even if they try to fool persons and say, well, we'll try just do it for them and just a small part of the communities that they serve and so on. But to have to be doing it for absolutely nobody and everyone is losing. You know, Warrior, you said something earlier on, and that is this is not about race. It is every
No,
one of
it's
us.
not.
It is every one of us who's feeling the pinch. Recently,
Yeah?
I went up on the website of the CPEP company, and no, sorry, not the website, the Facebook page, and anyone is free to go and do that. And there was a request put out for proposals for security services. And persons in the comment section, they may not have understood that what it was, and they thought it was a request for persons to come in for employment. And
Uh-huh.
Warrior, if you look at the names of the persons who are saying, well, I was working with CPEP and I want to get back and so on, Warrior, it has, oh my goodness, it has nothing to do with race here, because if you see the names of the persons, I'm telling you, persons who have the slave master name, persons who have the ancestors' name, it was everyone in the comment section stating that they were let go by this administration.
Wow.
So I am dissatisfied, and I urge anyone else to just go on the Facebook page of the CPEP company, and you would see the request for proposal for security service. Look at the comment section. The types of people. In fact, if I'm to be frank, most of the persons who were commenting there were persons who hold their ancestors' names, and I was
Okay.
absolutely amazed at that. So this thing affects all of us across the board, and it is time that all of us come together, just as you would have suggested before, and stand up and make our voices be heard.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your contribution, Mr. Barefoot. Don't go far. Trinity, pleasant good night.
Morning. Good night, Warrior. Warrior, I fell asleep on the live last night, girl. I was listening and then
That's okay.
I had a long day
Right.
yesterday.
All right. So I want to hear, are you
Hey, eat it for
satisfied? Are you satisfied with the way this present government is running the country?
I ain't not satisfied at all. No, but I don't think anybody's satisfied because people have no jobs, children going hungry, things are very hard. It look like the only people who getting fat and thing is the government and the family because from what I heard today, the some of the ministers and them need the family to work while other people is suffering on the ground. You understand? This is very, very sad. to know what we're going through, and it's only the first, the only first year, only the first year in office, and to know that the people on the ground in a whole year in 12 months is suffering and crying long tears to the people, because in point 14 when they go down by the in point 14 when they go down by the MP office, they just be lined up since 6:30 the lineup in front of our man office before he even
Let me
reached
ask you a question, Trinity. Who is your MP?
in Nesto Kiza or something, so
All right.
the union man.
Does he be in office? Somebody phone is ringing.
Yeah, we were saying
You just ever see him at all?
no. The last time I see Mr. Ernesto is when he was campaigning. That is the last time I see him.
So he don't have days that he would come in?
He just come in the office, yes. But he just help who he want to help. Right now in point 14, the mayor and them not really feeling him like that right now, because we getting ready to celebrate Borough, right? And he keeping a 9-day private celebration.
Pick up in. So the Borough they on or it's off?
Well, he said on. He said still on, and other people saying that it on, but most of the activities that we normally just have, it wouldn't be happening because of funds. But the MP he keeping a 9-day private event for himself, and they're not feeling that because Borough supposed to be for everybody, but like he keeping a 9-day private event for him and his people.
9 days.
9 days. No, Border start from April the 26th or 21st or somewhere around there, and end May the 2nd or the 3rd to the 5th, right? And he gonna take 9 days from that. Now we supposed to have things like flea market and stuff, happen that again. Flea market happening again. We supposed to have something called Little Tobago, where people from Tobago come and sell like earrings and things. We not having that again. They raise the price for the booths for people to come and sell food and things.
How much was the price of the booths?
The price for a boot long time used to be like $250 for the most, and then they raise it to $5 something now. So I hear yesterday when I was talking to somebody. So there's a lot of things going on. You understand? So right now we just have to watch how this Borough they going on be, because last year Borough was very good, it was big. And then the new mayor, he not having it with the MP because the MP just doing mess. The MP watching people and not giving out food cards, because there's a lot of single mothers going down to the MP for food cards, he's not giving them. You understand? Especially people who work in CPEP and thing. And then we roads in a mess and all kind of things. So right now, point 14, I just like looking out for my community. I know everybody going through it. I know that.
Yeah, it's hard.
But for my community at point 14, we're not getting treated good at all. And this is one of the first times in years, umpteen years, Library and point 14 has voted for UNC. Since the day I was born, this is the first time in my life I have seen we gone yellow. Because we is PNM stronghold. And we not getting the treatment that we supposed to get. And the two MPs for Library and point 14 is union men. You understand? And it's like them get ministerial role and them just like, all right, forget the people on the ground who put we here. You understand? They don't care. They don't care, and it's hurting. Because at the end of the day, People, need things. Egypt
Yeah.
government primary school has been infested with rats for almost a year now. The school
Whoa,
closed.
wow.
The
Rats,
school
you say?
closed. Yeah,
Oh.
rats. Look how long the school closed. All they telling me, all they can do nothing for Egypt government to get rid of the rats and reopen it. Look,
So let
every
me
time
let
rain
me ask you
fall,
a question.
point
Let me
14
ask you.
West flood.
Trinity, let me ask you a question. You live far from the school?
From Egypt? Nah, I ain't live far.
Well, all right. So I will message you in after the program, or you message me. I think you have my number, right?
Yeah.
But there are some things we need to talk off air because I realize that they have a lot of them that just listen to what we have to say, and we don't want to get them no ideas. You understand, man?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because listen to me. As I said before, I really didn't want to be up here bashing the same government I have put in power, and I'm not bashing them, but at least talking my mind because I didn't vote for this. Yes, I vote for all here because I vote for the ideas all they had and planning to better the country. But you see, when it comes to the people going through hardship
Mm-hmm.
and young and children can't get a proper meal when the day come, you listen to Jason when Jason was talking last night, Trinity,
Yeah.
about the experiences that the things that is taking place in his neighborhood at the moment.
Yeah, that real sad.
Wow. I would, watch man, I've been honest, I would love to hear what this government coming back to say to the people. I swear. I want to hear what they have to say, what they're coming to tell the people. How they coming to convince people to give them a second chance. Because I've been honest with you. I am being honest with you. People will take their money because, all right, yeah, they will take it. But people have to be a damn fool to allow this to happen to us again. And let me tell you something. If this UNC government remain here for the next 4 years, book it. When they are out of power, Trinidad and Tobago, run down. Very, very ungovernable. I strongly believe that because the way how they're behaving right now, because they know what taking place with the citizens, and all they're still going on retreat. Christmas people didn't have nothing in their house, but all they keeping big gala. You understand? Who in their best outfit and pulling up a nice car and liking themselves. And then after that for the New Year's, all they keep black tie party and keeping hush hush. But they so like show off thing it leak. You understand me? Whilst people ain't having. You understand? Whilst people ain't having. And all they say, all they love you, all they care about we. I did bash the PNM where they say we love you, so we'll take. I bash them too. So if I could bash them, and I was a die-hard PNM at the time, is after the game vex, I come over to UNC, and the UNC doing the same shit and even worse. I must put what? Put tape on my mouth and behave like Starks and the others and say, yes, everything is falling into place. We are providing jobs. And when people barely going cure in the night, and they can't afford to feed their family,
I don't know, all joke aside.
all
I
joke
don't know.
aside,
All joke aside, this country, the people suffering out here, boy. I know our man
and
is
they're
so
not
excited, the man living under the bridge. The man living under the bridge because he lost his apartment due to how we can't pay rent. People going by the
yes,
empty
and that's
office and crying because they don't have nothing in the house to eat. They carrying
yeah,
the
it's
children,
hard.
they carrying the babies by the empty office, and all he doing is only giving them promises, promises, promises. Come back tomorrow, come back next week. And when they come back is another excuse.
Bro, they're telling you, hold on.
Or they're telling you, hold on, I organizing thing for you. Lakeview in Point 14 is a housing community, a housing complex, AGC. These houses rotting, falling apart, grass growing on these houses. These houses turning green with moss. And the wind give these people the house. Give these people the house while they are these people paying rent. You understand? I know people who in the 60, 65, they're getting pension and the other parent. You think our old mother had to be paying rent in this community? No, give the people out the houses. But all they want to give everybody else the house.
Well, it's
You understand? This is where we're going on in this country. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer and have no middle class. That's how sick it is.
I see it as some bacchanal with MTS and some money thing they may know going on with MTS right now.
No, an MTS bought an ad yesterday. So there were security officers and maintenance officers. That will come up here too. MTS want people to work. Huh?
Them still looking for workers and them have back pay to collect still.
Yes, my mister signed up online. He sent him an email. They email him back and tell him to sign up online for the job. So it's legit. When you know MTS is a prestige firm, they feel better than everybody and they pick and choose. They don't want to tire.
Well, I hope he does get through, because I mean to say, you have children, you have a household to take care of. I hope he get through.
I'm praying.
I
hope that auntie can get through in Benny.
That Venezuelan president.
Yes,
I didn't know where she going. I didn't know she sending them across there for like failure them going on. They weren't going to get nothing across there.
Well, boy, they better say the press before they go, because I heard some people from Venezuela the kind of things they had to say on a video about our prime minister. But them had to be real brave to want to go over there to talk to the people about the oil. No.
That is Munilal. Munilal is the man to go across there.
Well, boy, I wish them well. I'm not going to say I'm not going to wish that they keep them. I will not do that. If I do that, God will vex with me. I'm a Christian woman. I am not going to say they should keep them. I am going to say, here what's going on. I wish them well, and I hope they get through with the deal so Trinidad could see a little light of day. Simple. I ain't going to say keep them.
Princess, workers' rights say don't forget the YouTube audience.
Yes, I did mention. All right. So let me read somebody comments on the audience. From this is why the black people steal all these. All right, let me see. And I see somebody haters reach already. Oh God, I ain't lying, and they hate on me, So I mustn't come out here and talk to the people to find out what's going on with them. Are they satisfied? You understand? And somebody tell me some of them MPs just come make fake profile and come up and talk a set of foolishness. But all they can do whatever all they want. What the problems, the pressure the citizens facing right about now, it cannot be erased from their minds. Call a local now.
Look, this girl say it have this thing coming up and all to for local government.
When is that?
I see it on TikTok today. Some midterm review or something. So in local government, it have coming up to the job.
Khadija Abdin, I don't know what to say to these people now about them. First thing so serious in this country, I don't even make joke about them anymore. First it's so serious. First it's sickening now.
And it's sad.
You see the opening of the penal fire station and all too.
Well, you didn't see that? And penal is a UNC stronghold. Penal is a she giving away trucks. Why she didn't do things so like when somebody business or somebody house burning down, they will be able to get water fast to go out these fires. But you're giving away trucks.
You hear the Homeland Minister speak with that opening of that penal fire station.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't hear it, Princess?
No, I did. I tell you, when I'm not at home, I don't have Wi-Fi. I can't afford to put Wi-Fi on my phone. I'm too poor these days. It's only when I come home, only when I reach home, I just get the Wi-Fi, and I can't go through everything because I had to prepare to come on live with all this. So these days, I am all under pressure. Trust me. You see tomorrow the nurses going out there and
Yes.
demonstrate.
All
From
point
all the
14,
areas.
San
From all the
Fernando,
areas.
Sandy Grande,
All the areas, Tobago and all.
Northwest going out. Everybody, you know.
Trinity, I
All right.
wanted to
So
engage you for a
let
second.
just
Mr. Barefoot, what you said?
I wanted to engage you quickly for a second.
No
I know
problem.
your MP in Point 14 is Ernesto Quezar,
Yes.
but there's a gentleman in Point 14 by the name
Mm-hmm.
of Irvin Felix, who seems to be towing the line for the UNC and has continuously been saying that everything in Point 14 is running smoothly and that people are getting jobs in Point 14 and so on. Can you attest
Excuse?
to that?
He lying. There are plenty people in Labre. There are plenty people in Labre who is out of jobs. They're selling mango on the road and all kind of thing. For years now, they said that they was going to open a shipping yard in Labre and Labre people would be getting jobs. They are still waiting. Point 14, nothing in running good and smooth in Point 14. Mr. Irwin, whatever his name, he's lying. Because the roads are still bad. One of our schools is still closed, right? Nothing is going good for Point 14. If everything was going good for Point 14, we may or wouldn't have to be begging, literally begging the government for funds for we borrowed it.
Well, the funds for the borrowed, I'm not sure if you know this, but the MP is having a partial part to play in the borrowed. He has inserted himself in the borrowed and has taken away some of the authority from the borough corporation. So that they are starving the corporation so that it looks as though the PNM control corporation cannot do anything right, and while at the same time bolstering the MP for the area so that of course it looks good on their part.
Yes.
Separate and apart to that, I'm surprised that you do not know who Mr. Irvin Felix is, because he is a heavy blogger for the UNC and he resides in the Point 14 area and
I
has
know
been
him.
continuously
just something.
singing the song that now that the UNC, the MP for your area is a UNC person, everything in Point 14 has been running smoothly.
If everything in Point 14 has been running smoothly, then why our fire trucks are falling apart? Then why we never have police vehicles when there's problems in Point 14? Right? Then why we don't have a birth paper placed in Point 14? Right? I'm not talking about the register. I'm talking about like what San Fernando have and what Port of Spain have. Why we don't have one of that in Point 14? Why they're not trying to get one of that for us? Right? We don't have money. Why we roads in that bad? If it wasn't for that highway, cars would have been mashing up on the road because the road from San Fernando to Point 14 is very bad. The man lying. And yes, the MP decided that he is going to keep a 6 to 9 day celebration on his behalf for he. That is what he said he's going to do. Which is
Let me just
unfair to Point
interject here.
14 because from the 21st to the 5th of May, we have every night is an event. So that crap that Irvin talking, and I have to go up on TikTok and look for this man and see who he is because I may know him, but I may not know him by name. I just may know him by face. So I'll go up on TikTok and look for him and see who it is because he lying.
Yeah,
He's lying.
I talked to him I talked to him on many occasions just to do certain things for me, but when I realized he's a failure, I said, "You leave here alone, eh?" I know him good. I have him on my phone. I called him to organize certain things for me, and he said, "No, he's starting to, from day one, he started to pick sides with him from day one. That's same moving man. He picking sides with them. He said,
Well, he
too
pocket
long.
maybe getting something for him to be going so hard because I don't understand how we can look at point 14 and say point 14 perfect.
From the time you see these people taking sides is because either they're rubbing shoulders or they're getting something. Right? They're not living in Trinidad and Tobago. Probably they're living in another country and the life for them is different. But it's all wrong. And look, I seen people here on YouTube. Hear what Mr. Danny R. DJ 1CB said, right? Only listen to me and tell me if all you agree with this fool. UNC doing so much better than stink PNM. You see that is a UNC troll. I ain't lying, you know. It have a special VIP section in hell for you. And I feel you have to be a minister.
Speaking, I just say, honestly speaking, Princess, I just say everybody.
People have eyes and people know what they're going through. So it's
Warrior,
people like all your so much trying to paint a picture as if the UNC doing so much and everything is okay. But everybody in their own household feeling pain and feeling. And people like all your so will stop me, or they will give me the motivation to come here. As long as God permits it for me to stand up and talk on behalf of the people.
But you hear St. Vincent former Prime Minister saying this next one line, catch this next one line, plain. Penny and all Penny play a video and all with him, line in Parliament and all too. So was.
I heard about it today,
Warrior,
but I didn't get chances. I didn't get chance to see
Warrior,
it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if this is possible. I'm not sure if this is possible. But the gentleman who was on YouTube who would have made that comment, or anyone else for that matter in any of the comment section, who is in support of the UNC, please invite them to come up on the platform tonight so that they can justify why they support,
in the beginning.
continue to support
all right, so
the UNC.
So, Mr. Dan R. DJ 1CB, I invite you tonight. I'm going to give you the privilege. I said it earlier on in the program. So come join me, the Warrior Princess, on TikTok. And I'll bring you up in the box. And I want you to tell me, to explain to me, your situation and why are you satisfied? If how things going with you. Let me hear your side of the story. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. Right? So Mr. What's his name again? Let me see if I can see his name. I scroll along so fast. Mr. Danny R. DJ 1CB with some kind of icon. And they want their children to grow up the same way like them, backward. So join me on TikTok now. Look for the Warrior Princess. Send me an invite and I will bring you up in the box, my love.
Them keyboard warriors will never do that. UNC have let me tell you somebody's UNC supporters. They have a lot of keyboard warriors. A lot of keyboard warriors. And they just come up and troll people. You cannot, like sending on Facebook. You cannot comment on no minister from the UNC because and let me tell you, you think the racism was bad long time? It's worse. The type of things that us be seeing, Princess, I just want to know. Like a girl called all PNM supporters latrine flies. And I want to know, getting for real? That some of them just disrespectful with it. At this point in time, something needs to be done.
Well, you see tonight, right? Tonight I opened the platform and I said I want UNC supporters, PNM supporters, non-UNC, non-PNM supporters to come up and let me know how they find this government working for them. So that's why I open this tonight. Normally I doesn't really open the live for every and anybody, but I'm opening it up tonight.
But
So come and tell me if you win.
them men coming up, them going and hide like their master.
No, and listen to me, I ain't gonna be bad tonight, No, normally when they start Trinity's my monitor, I say, hey, block these bitches. But no, I want to hear the deceit. I want to hear how wicked and evil some of these people is. Because you can't tell me, if you probably seen your way, you must be having. But what about all these people
Miss
on the
Princess,
breadline? What about all these people?
Miss Princess, workers' rights want to know if you could go up to 10 o'clock tonight.
No, I can't. I can only go up to 9:30. Mr. Renison, sorry about that. I can
Me and
only go
like
up to 9:30.
me and like my aunt was a diehard diehard PNM. She and leave at all to jobs worship. She diehard PNM supporter.
No,
And
I
she
wanted that
support
change.
everything. Yeah, she always
I wanted that.
always on the PNM side. Always.
So, Mr. Paul, I bring up Maria something. I not seen the rest of the name. Hi, pleasant good night, ma'am.
Good
Say
evening.
again?
It's Mira, but I don't know if you remember, we had a conversation, a couple conversations last week and this week, and Barefoot. I don't know if you remember the
Hold
conversation
on,
we had.
Maria, hold on a minute. Miss Princess, he want to know, he said, what about 9:45?
That's just 15 minutes away from 10 o'clock. No, I can't. Really, I can't. I am really sorry. There's always tomorrow.
Sorry about that, Maria. I see how she mod, so I'll just be reading the comments for Sheena.
No, Trinity, it's cool. Now, it's what I have to say is I'm gonna be quick so I can drop down and make space for somebody else. But we had a conversation last week, and we had a conversation this week about what what could possibly be done to propel us forward, to get the attention of the government, and how to start getting some kind of movement as far as just things getting better for people in general. Just something. Let's start doing. Remember, we had that conversation, Barefoot?
Correct?
Okay, and we said today, the 9th, we would get back together. I'd ground pound, and I'll talk to people. I'll reach out to all the influencers that I know with big platforms, and we'll start getting, start doing something. So I've reached out. I've been out all week. I've been talking to people. I've been asking and telling them, proposing the things that we talked about. I'm coming back to you tonight to let you know that I've spoken to a bunch of people, and a lot of people, they don't think that would work. I think it would, but a lot of people are saying that it's not going to work. There are a few that are willing to try, but at this point, I'm kind of discouraged myself because I feel like we need numbers. We need a lot of people to be on board, and we need people to come forward and be leaders and representatives and be able to speak for the people. And I don't think I can do that. I don't think a lot of people are on board.
Well, you see, the thing is, right? A lot of people right about now they are afraid, right? They are afraid. I myself, I'm a bit intimidated. I am not afraid, but I'm a bit intimidated at times because under this government, coming out here and talking on behalf of the people and talking for your rights, you could end up in jail. So a lot of people, the country done hard, people done suffering. You will get one or two people who are not bloggers coming up and talking about the situation, and then they go die out. The government trying to stifle the people's voice,
Right. And see,
You understand?
and the thing is that
Princess,
we're not asking anyone to go out into the streets. We're not saying to go burn things down. We're not saying to riot. We're not saying to do anything. Literally, the only thing that we're proposing at this point, my campaigning has always been, please, let's just sit down. The only way that we affect change, and the only way we get the people at the top to listen is to hit their pockets. And the way we hit their pockets is by sitting still. Stay home, don't go to work, don't buy anything, don't drive, don't do anything. Hold on to whatever little money you do have in your pocket and stay home. That's it. We're not going to riot. We're not going to go stand in the sun. We're not going to march. We're not going to do anything that they told us to not do. We're just going to sit down. But even that seems to be too much for the populace. So it is kind of disheartening, and I don't know that would work, because people, like you said, are afraid to even sit down.
But just we need 1990 repeat.
But if we sit down, let's say a whole lot of us sit down. Let's say that happened for you. Remember, the UNC have a lot of supporters. Die-hard supporters. No matter what they do, they're blinded. They're not going to sit down. They are going to go to work. They are not going to sit down.
But and here's the thing, Trinity. I think even if we
country sit down and have the country go to work, that's not going to improve nothing, because the country will still be running. Because let me say, people in energy places, energy factors, right? Like LNG and Atlantic LNG and stuff. Now, if half of the PNM, half of Atlantic PNM supporters decide to sit down home, and UNC supporters go home, and Atlantic will still run?
But it won't run effectively. Here's the thing. Like,
they don't mind. Right now, under this government, they don't even mind if it run halfway. They just don't care. The people not paying attention to us. It's que Sarah, whatever will be. You notice they put on a bridle and they just will fix on whatever they are doing, and to hell with the rest. That's how I see it.
What they mean is a 1990 repeat.
You're telling people, okay, we're not going to go out and protest with no disrespect, because I don't preach that on my platform. You just stay at home. And the first person that would have mentioned that was a blogger by the name of Seth B, a young man, and he was a diehard UNC supporter. You understand? Just like
last night.
Right? And he said, stay home.
Yeah.
You go out there and you protest. You come out with placard, you can get locked up. Okay, all right. Just stay home. And imagine that staying home is the hardest thing for people to do. So then that shows that we're comfortable in the mess.
Correct. Because he was one of the people that I reached out to. He was one of the people that I spoke to, and he was absolutely on board. He said, yeah, you know what? It makes sense, but we need everyone to be on the same page. We can't go out, like Trinity said, we can't have half of the people do it and half not. We need everyone to come together. And I'm not saying everyone's going to do it, but we need at least maybe 70% of the population to be on the same page and to do this, because it won't work. And I don't think we're probably not even ever going to get to that point, because if we're out here and we're promoting this and we're saying, hey, on this day, this is what's going to happen. If somebody doesn't come to the table and talk to us and try to fix this, this is what's going to happen. So we're going to give them the opportunity to try to fix things or start implementing some kind of change for the better before we do it. We're gonna give them the opportunity to change this. But if they don't change, this is what's going to happen. I don't think that they would let that happen, because they'll probably start doing something, because at that point we'll get their attention. But if we don't at least talk about it, if we don't at least try, we're stuck, and we're not even willing to try.
And that was my question tonight. What can we do to get the attention of the government to come down and listen to us, to hear our cries, to understand it?
And 1990 repeat, you need.
Well, what is 90? I don't know what you're talking about, you know.
Paul, you can't promote that on this live.
Yeah, because they
do not promote it,
because they don't know what it is.
Do not promote that on this live at all, please.
We can't promote that.
It starts with C and it sounds like poop.
Okay. All right, whatever.
Well,
I don't know.
Sorry, but that is the only thing. Sorry, what happens is, but that is the only thing. That is the only thing.
No, that's not the only thing.
Right.
You know, if every maxi, bus, taxi, just stay home, and there is no way people could reach to work. And you know, like, okay, 95% of the population which is to work via transport, via public transport. And if all those things shut down and decide they are not working today, you know what people are going to be stranded and will have to go back.
Yeah.
Exactly, Kennedy. Exactly. And
Yeah,
that's what
that
I'm
could work.
saying.
That could work too. I always say that too. That one
Yeah,
could work too.
but then here what's going on. The cars going and jump out now. The cars going and jump out there now. Because the cars know what opportunity to make a little extra hustle. And it's gonna
No, well,
think that
the Pika man had to do the same thing too. The Pika man had to do the same thing.
somebody knows the background. I don't know who it is. Barefoot or Trinity.
On them, they're coming out, but they're just staying on the stand, they're not moving. Because before they fix the highway, in order for, when the San Fernando taxi drivers and wanted the road to fix, them used to come and park up and line. They're not going nowhere.
I see somebody
Well,
bus. I see a bus leave Gandhi what it was before it reached we might shut down in Valence on the stretch.
for real. For real. I would listen to me. I would like for the government to. They don't know. We don't know what will take in place. They don't know what's going to happen next election or in local election. They have a clue, but as of now, people suffering. Meet with the people. Find out what are their concerns, what are their needs. Put things in place for. We don't want to come out there and protest and get on for things that all you promise us. We don't want to do that. You think people want to leave their comfort and come out there? Trinidadians are lucky, happy, laid back people. We don't like grab and thing unless if we fight, we cussing with we neighbor, we mind somebody. We don't like them kind of thing, We don't like to go out there and rap and notice. And they are capitalizing on that.
Well, here we could do too. Princess. We could see if we could meet with Penny. Like get some names from Gandhi, get some from Harima to see who elect early election, get some from Tom, get some from South, get some from all over Trinidad. And how much she gather, we them call an election, send it to the president, we get an election.
Okay,
You think Miss Kangaroo going and agree to that? Miss Kangaroo and all look like side.
Yeah, that next thing too, because I told me I hear from she since. Last time I see
Island. Since you were coming for Kangaroo Island or Kangaroo.
No, the last time I see her was when Tobago did win the election and they had the swining. That's the last time I see her.
so I'm going to pose the same question to you that Barefoot posed to me that night. How are we going to implement that? If you're saying this is an option and this is something that we can do to implement change, how do you propose that we do that?
We have to meet with Penny. We have to have a meeting with Penny.
Well, Black said something but some petition or something like that. I don't know. But
we was talking about that. I said I will find out about it. Because something not to give because I have never seen so much people under pressure in my whole entire life. I don't know. I don't know, boy. It's so stressful. It has eaten away my brains. And I said, but these people are not seeing what's going on in the country, boy.
So today, Donald Trump was in mess today because congressmen and them stepped down. They say they want Donald Trump impeached. They fell apart him. I don't know if I can get you can get minister somebody impeaching.
Folks, let me get in here a second. Let me get in here a second, please.
Yeah.
So the proposal that was made a short while ago, that cannot happen. It will not happen. In order to force an early election, there must be no confidence in the Prime Minister or the government, as the case may be, and you must have majority support in the House of Representatives for that. As it stands right now, the government has the majority support in the House, and therefore you cannot force an election. You cannot get the support that is needed to force an election. So we have to look at alternative options that are available to us. And one of the options that is available to us is simply a silent protest. I want persons to understand that we should never look to start from the losing point. So when we are looking at, let's say, for instance, staying home a particular day, let us not start off from the point of that is not going to work. Let us speak about what can work first and always work from a positive mindset rather than looking at all the negatives that can happen. Why don't we look at the positives that can happen coming out of our actions and make those things work? I am saying that even if 30% of the workforce stay home, not 50, even 30%, that is going to have a significant impact on the country.
And we just pay them, eh?
And also,
Without we paying tax, them have no money to spend, eh?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and that's why we're proposing that, because I think that having a national sit-in, that's attainable. That is something that we can do without having to do much. Literally, all we need to do is get it out there. We need to just get it out there and have people know what we're doing. We need to get leaders together and the strong influencers like you, Warrior Princess. Like, there's a lot of people out here on social media that people actually listen to. If we can get those people to just simply put that out, that's it. Just put it out. Hey, it's time for us to get something done. Let's sit down. That's it. We can't get in trouble for sitting down. And if everyone comes out and does that, hey, we can get their attention. And again, if we start this conversation, we probably won't ever get to the point where we actually do have to sit down, because they'll understand that we're serious.
And watch
I
from
don't
last
think
from last
them
year
will even.
from last year
Because
to now.
Go ahead, Paul.
No, go ahead, I'll
Mr.
continue.
No, Mr. Paul, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I watching them understand them taking we money, spending it all how, leaving we hungry. Watch out this one. Just last year to now, you buying car for 4 million and all kind of thing. From this last year to now, 28th of this month, making it a year. They're in office. They do nothing for the poor people. They do nothing for the promise they make in the campaign. They do nothing like that, but they're just taking we money and spending it however they want. And we can't say nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. Because
they had
we'll get locked up.
Police over, with a big stick over our head. But we had to find a way for the government to start to pay attention to us, to listen to us, and start to put things in place, without violence. We had to let them know, hey, it's too much. It's too much. It's as if they're going wrong in circles, that they don't even know what they're doing. I strongly believe Kamala is just the face, and there are other people behind her making the decisions, and they're making decisions. When too much a hand in a pot. I might put salt. I will put salt, and you might know I put salt, and then you come and add some salt, and about 4 people add black pepper, and 10 people add ketchup, and the whole thing turn into a mess. I believe that is how they run in Parliament,
No, tell me if I'm wrong,
Yes, no. And when they reach in Parliament, they make a big back and a big stink, and they shut down the PNM, because if you really notice, the PNM, the opposition ministers and them, they're making sense,
Yes, they're making sense.
Compared to some of the ones who I helped put in power, when I think, well, all right, they know what they're about. Boy, right. I ain't lying out of shame, when I hear some of them,
Tell me if I'm wrong, Princess. Right, you see the way and the things she doing with America. Kamala sell our island to the United States of America. So Trump that Trump puppet. Anything Trump say, she's doing. Because they hear the first name she say in the press conference when they open the penal fire station. She says she and United States was in that business to go and get the oil and thing in Venezuela. So,
but I want to
Trinidad control under the United States.
All right, they control on the United States, but I want to see how them getting through that deal because right now they're blaming us for the Americans going into their country and
Yes,
invading their country
Kamla sell out Maduro. Kamla sell out Maduro to get the oil. She didn't
and they're
sell out
saying
Maduro to
so.
get the oil because what after they catch him, look here, the radar disappear from Tobago. Look,
Mm-hmm.
everything disappear. Everybody were
Everything
come
is
and gone.
happening.
Warrior, let me just get in quickly.
Yeah,
One last thing I want to say because I'll come down from the platform.
I'm about to
And that
close.
is, I I noted that we are coming up to the 9:30 hour, and I know you said you were getting off at that time.
Yeah.
Folks, I want to say this to all of us. We agree in concert that we are dissatisfied with this government. We agree that we do not like the trajectory that our country is going in. I think we have spoken about the problems, all the problems, the myriad of problems, you know, to exhaustion. I know that some of us are weak, some of us are weary with just speaking about the problems. It is time we speak about solutions. It is time we get together
Yes. And
and
that's
start speaking solutions
about
and working
yes.
towards workable solutions that will get us out of the point of just speaking about problems and actually actioning solutions. Yeah? So I want to encourage
Yeah.
all of us to not only consider the problems, but when we discuss the problems, we come up with workable solutions and then we take action towards those solutions so that in the shortest period of time, we can get to where we want to be as a country. Right? I will
And
leave with that.
you know what I want to do? I want to try and see if I could get a, 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 a minister from the PNN, from the opposition leader, to come on here one of these nights. I wonder which one of them is willing to come up here one of these nights and chat with us, so they could
You could
probably
get
answer some questions.
you could get Penny to come up. She might be the only fittest one might want to come up to talk to us.
I don't know. I will try. I will put out. I will put out. I will stretch my olive branch and see what can happen. But as
Have
Mr.
a
Barefoot,
contact for her?
no, I don't have a contact for her. But I'll ask somebody.
I think I have a
But
contact
as
for her, you know.
all right. But then if you have it, you'll pass it on to me, right? But let me tell you this, right?
I don't have it on WhatsApp though.
Well then, you send me your number. How come you don't have my number and it's my neighbor? What kind of thing is that? So you you
Because
send me
I sent plenty videos. I sent plenty videos for you on TikTok. But I know you'll be busy now. I know you go through it.
I just go through some of it. It's so much people to send me videos and messages and numbers, and I can't. Ooh, I probably need a secretary. But nonetheless,
I don't
so
send.
I don't send Trinity some.
right. So all you hear what's going on. It's 9:30, and I want to say thank you very much for joining me tonight, and thank you very much everybody in the comment section. I can't call all names, but I want to say thanks for coming on here tonight with me guys, and especially to my haters and my lovers on YouTube. Listen, good night, and don't stop. Continue to come on and voice your opinion.
Well, Princess, the speed them going. Them pensioner, they might raise pensioner pay age for 70 now, just now.
I want to believe they will do that. Yes, they will want to do that. Yeah.
The goal, that's the goal, you know. The goal is to make the old age die out before, because they want to pay no pension. They want the old age to go.
Boy, I feel that when things will change, yeah, them old people ain't playing with their little pension, you know.
At all.
You understand? So then again, I just saying good night, guys. All if you all smart, all over the carry the talk, and then I talk a little into talk, and then we hear till 10 o'clock. No, guys.
Princess, where you want to make a message and tell you?
I will just message me.
Alright.
Right? Message me privately. Mr. Paul, Miss Trinity, Barefoot, and Maria. I'm not seeing your last name. Pleasant good night. Thanks for coming on.
Mira, it's Mira, like Charlotte Spanish.
Yeah.
Charlotte Spanish, sure.
It's Mira, yeah.
All right.
Paul,
Thank
stop
you for
looking
coming
for
on.
women on the platform.
Good night.
And don't be
No.
pleasant good night, Max. Pleasant good night, Mr. Workers' Rights. Everybody, Mr. Smooth, my BFF on work. Everybody. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Right. I was sending number for Trinity for you.
So you want me to have your number as my neighbor. So if I need for us to form a group and get together and sit and talk, you send me your number, please, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, you have to.
Just send me your number for.
Right, so have a pleasant night, guys.
Right, let me put it in the comments here for you.
Paul, just text the woman on TikTok if she messages and she did not manner.
Well, she had to reply to me first.
Right, okay. Let's send it to Trinity. Anything and I will get it. Right? Okay.